Welcome, everybody. This is a subject that I think, hits home personally and worldwide. With the way the economy is today and the insecurity that's going on with the shutdown and just the rising prices of food, it's harder to think of holidays that are upcoming. And I know in the past I used to throw elaborate Thanksgiving dinners and spend way too much money on Christmas, and never mind the food for Christmas. And I was sitting up last night and I thought, not this year. Not this year. For what? For one day? And I came up with a plan. I used to throw gigantic Thanksgiving dinners. It would take me all day. And when all of my family was alive, it would take me sometimes 2 and 3 days to cook. Now that my family has dwindled down to just actually my immediate family, which is my son, my 3 grandkids, and myself and Joe. Why spend all this money on a meal when it should be around togetherness and familyness and just being thankful that we have each other? So this is what I came up with, and I think it's a good idea, and I'd like to share it with you. I'm going to give you a few ingredients and show you how you can multitask with them. So let's start with a turkey. Now, mind you, a turkey is gigantic, okay? And I was talking to my grandson. He's like, but Mama, turkey is a tradition. No, actually it is not. Originally, when we first gave thanks, it wasn't turkey at all. It was the meats that they caught and provided, the meats they hunted, venison, quail, pheasant, so on and so forth. It wasn't a turkey. The turkeys didn't become popular until the late 1800s. So with that being said, I thought about it. Why not just have chickens? They're a good staple. If you have them on your homestead, there you go. That's no money that you have to spend. If you don't, they're cheap enough in the store. Or a roaster. It's all in the presentation of how you present them. So instead of having a bird this big that you have to get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and cook all day, do chicken. Couple chickens. Display them nicely on a platter. Or a couple roasters. It's a bird. Not a turkey, but it's a bird. And then you got sweet potatoes. You know that all root vegetables, if you did not grow them, if you don't have them in your root cellar, they're cheap enough to buy. And let's say sweet potatoes. You can get 2 different kinds of dishes, or if not even more, out of sweet potatoes. You can have sweet potato casserole, which is basically made out of sweet potatoes, butter, bacon, brown sugar, and whatever spices you want to put in there. And if you want to get fancy, some marshmallows on top. But also, with that one ingredient, you can also make sweet potato pie. I'm sure everybody has flour at their house. If you are a prepper or if you prepare, everybody has flour. There's great recipes online. There's one recipe that's called No Fail Pie Crust. Make it out of flour, something you don't have to buy. If you can't make a pie crust, they're cheap enough. Go get, they're usually in double packs. Get you some pie crusts. So sweet potatoes, you have not only a main course, not only a side course, but you have a dessert. Now, potatoes, white potatoes. If you did not harvest your potatoes this year, if you weren't able to grow potatoes, then go to the store. What's a 5-pound bag of potatoes? You know? And what do you get out of them? You can make boiled potatoes, butter, sour cream, and put them on. Or you can make mashed potatoes. Okay, so that's 2 of your starches. Then you need something green to go on your table. Well, how about green beans? I know I harvest a lot of green beans this year. And they're great. You can get two things off of green beans. You can make fried green beans, which is my family's ultimate favorite. Mama used to make them every year, and I took on a tradition. Again, a little bit of bacon, put the green beans in there, a little bit of salt and pepper, and cook them down. It's the best tasting thing you ever want to taste. Or, if you want to venture into a green bean casserole, it's just green bean, eggs, a little bit of breadcrumbs, and some people put onions on top. Stick it in the oven. Green bean casserole. So that's 2 things out of green beans. Bread. Bread is very versatile. If you're not making your own bread, it's cheap enough to go to the store to buy. With bread, you can make your own stuffing. Why go out to the store and buy those little bags that are $4, $5, and $6 of dried bread with some herbs on them? Do it yourself. Get a loaf of bread, cut them up in squares, throw them in the oven. You could do it the night before or even the night before that. Put them aside. The other thing, bread pudding, which is a dessert. Again, simple. Smash up some bread, egg, cinnamon, whatever spices you want. A little bit of sugar, and bake it. You have some nice bread pudding. Some people even put raisins on them. So, I mean, that's 4 ingredients so far that you would have to buy. And you're getting 2, 4, 6, 8 different things out of those 4 ingredients. Next thing is apples. Perfect time. Everybody's harvesting their apples. This year, my little girls did not give me apples yet. So I had to purchase some. Right now, they're like 99 cents for a gigantic bag. What can you get out of apples? Well, outside of having fried apples, which is great on your table, you can make apple pie. Again, make your own crust. An apple pie is so simple to make. Peel the apples, cut up the apples, throw them in a pie crust, put some cinnamon or whatever spices you want in there, and sprinkle flour on it so it can thicken it up. Put whatever you want in there. Whatever makes you feel happy. An apple pie is an apple pie. Bake it in the oven. You could do it a day or two before and then reheat it. What else? Like I said, fried apples. Fried apples are absolutely phenomenal. They are the best to have at your table. Apple pie, fried apples. Okay, next thing is, now, I bet you never thought about this. Go get you some baker's chocolate. You know, the powdered cocoa, or not cocoa, the powdered baking cocoa. There's 3 things you can make out of that. 3, out of that one little box, and you'll have plenty left over. Chocolate pie, that is always a staple at our house. And it's simple. It's simple. So you got your dessert, well, actually 2 desserts and a drink. So the the chocolate pie is just made out of the cocoa, milk, and mostly some people use cornstarch, some people use flour. It depends. Whatever spices you want in it, some sugar. Let it thicken up really good. Put it in a pie crust. You have a chocolate pie for dessert. Or if you don't want to make a pie crust, or you don't want to buy one, put them in little cups. You have chocolate pudding to put on your table. And also for a drink, hot chocolate. Who does not want hot chocolate at Thanksgiving time? I know I do. So good. And how about eggs? I have chickens out here. I have tons of eggs. Eggs go with every one of these ingredients that you need eggs with. Or you can make deviled eggs. If you get a dozen eggs, you can make deviled eggs, which out of a dozen, you will get 24 deviled eggs. And that's simple. That's a little bit of mayonnaise, some, between me and my sister Brenda, we were going back and forth. I use vinegar the old way. She used to use mustard. Either way, they're good, and everybody loves deviled eggs. Let's see. I mean, just that right there. You have your chicken or your roaster. You have your sweet potato or your sweet potato casserole. That's a starch. You have your greens, which is either fried green beans or a casserole. You have your bread, which is either stuffing and or bread pudding. You have your apples, which is either fried apples on your table or an apple pie for later. You have the cocoa, which is just mainly a dessert. And then you have your deviled eggs. I mean, that alone would fill your whole table. And it's not going to cost you nothing really. Most of these ingredients I'm sure you have at your house. I'm sure you have butter at your house. I'm sure you have milk at your house. And I'm sure you have sugar at your house. Or cornstarch. Make your own gravy. Why go to the store and buy a little can about this big or a little jar for, how much are they now? $4, if not more. Excuse me. take the drippings from your meat and mix it up with a little bit of cornstarch or flour, whichever one you want to use. If you want, get Gravy Master. You have a beautiful, beautiful homemade gravy. Better than anything you can buy in the store. So you see, there is a way around having a beautiful meal without spending a lot of money. And that's my aim this year, is I'm not spending my money that I really need. You know, I'm looking to purchase a piece of property pretty soon, and I need to save all the money I can. Not to mention with this economy out here and the governmental shutdown and your safety at going to the store or what have you, or like I have that paid service where I have to order it, and then believe it or not, half of the stuff I order, they're giving me text saying not in stock, not in stock, must reorder, must substitute. I don't know, it's just crazy. It's crazy. So with that being said, sweet potatoes, a main dish, and a dessert. Sweet potato pie is good. Or you guys up here call them yams, which is the same thing. You have your white potatoes, mashed potatoes, or boil them with sour cream and butter. Bread, you have your stuffing, and again, another dessert, bread pudding. Apples, you have the fried apples for your table, and then another dessert, apple pie. Cocoa, chocolate pie, chocolate pudding, hot chocolate. So, all of these ingredients that I gave you is multi-purpose. And I think that's all you would need. That's all you would need for a beautiful, beautiful meal. And you'll have time to sit and talk with your family instead of spending all day, if not 2 days, in the kitchen. I think that's worth anything to sit and say, okay, my supper's done. Let's all say grace and sit together. You know, and then afterwards, enjoy everything that you just ate as a dessert. It's a no-brainer to me. And I mean, you know, in all reality, if you don't have anything outside of your spices, which everybody should keep different spices in their house. They're so good for you medically, medicinally. So, here, to create this pretty much whole meal, you need maybe 14 items from the store. The chicken or the roaster, sweet potatoes, butter, green beans, bread, apples, eggs, cocoa, the baker's chocolate, milk, flour or cornstarch, the pie shells if you don't want to make them yourself, Gravy Master if you want your gravy more dark, celery and onions. What can that cost you? Think about it. Look it up. It would be a very, very economical and very fulfilling Thanksgiving dinner without breaking your pocket. And you'll have time to spend with your family. And you know what? I'm not going to stop there. I thought about Christmas and the old ways. And I will be bringing you a video on how to make different gifts that people would love if you do exchange gifts. Even your own family. We had a big discussion that we're backing off on Christmas and we're going old school, and it's going to save us a lot of money. So, but that's in a video to come. If you want any of these recipes, which are actually recipes from my grandmother, handed down to my mother, handed down to me, I will be happy to give them to you. Just leave it in the comments, and I will personally give you everything you need for whatever items that you don't know what to make. But with that, I'm going to say, have a good day. Please be safe out there. Let's hope that we all turn around and everything will be better as the days and the months go on. Until then, please watch your back. Don't shop alone. And keep your head on a swivel. But I will be talking to you soon, and my next video will be on how to minimize a perfect Christmas. All right, I will talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.